Chapter 11, Colors and Solubility of Salts, Practical Worksheet. So for this practical, please make sure you change iron 3 chloride to iron 3 sulfate. This is in order to get a better result. So there are 5 types of salt that we will be testing out, and these are as shown. These are the apparatus and materials you will need. So we will proceed with calcium carbonate. So as following the steps in the practical, we will use slightly less than 1 spatula of the sample salt, and we want to see if it dissolves in water. So we'll use distilled water and fill it to about half of the test tube. Then we stir with a glass rod to make sure that any solid salt can be dissolved if it is soluble. So in this case, observe and write down what you saw. We repeat these steps for the following salt, aluminium nitrate. In this case, for aluminium nitrate, you will see that the solid salt dissolves rather quickly. So observe the color of the solution form and record it down. Also, we would place the test tube in the test tube rack so that we can look at it a bit later. We repeat the same steps for iron 3 sulfate. So as you do the experiment, do make sure you look at the color of the solid sample at the start as well. And if it dissolves, what is the color of the solution formed after the solid salt dissolves? And finally, we do the same steps one more time with copper 2 sulfate. Observe the color of the solid salt, and after that, observe if copper 2 sulfate is soluble in water. If it is, write down the color of the solution, and if it's not, just state the observation that you see. So instead of washing the test tubes quickly, we look at calcium carbonate at a closer look, followed by aluminium nitrate, followed by iron 3 sulfate, and finally for copper 2 sulfate. You will note that other than calcium carbonate, all of them formed solutions, be it colorless or colored solutions. And for calcium carbonate, you can see very clearly that there is the solid left behind. So at the end of the practical, you need to always have good practical procedures. So do wash the test tubes, glass rod and spatula. But if there is not enough time, place them in the small basket. Finally, ensure the vial containing the sample is kept back.